Hey guys, Brandon White from Rochester Sport Fishing. I just finished up the intro video to this video, and this is the first video of a 5-part series going over each night walleye fishing endeavor, if you want to call it that I went on this past week. I suggest going to watch the intro video because it'll kind of give you an idea of what we are doing and how my normal plan goes towards each night that I go out, and then the changes I make throughout the night as the weather changes, as the bite changes, and as we go from there. So I'm going to get right into it. The first night we went out, there was a real heavy wind, about 15 miles an hour with gusts 20 miles an hour and up, which really limited us to where we could fish. Most of the drop-offs that are on the islands, mid-lake humps, stuff like that, they were all on the specific lake. We were going to get blown off of them. We couldn't stay on them. It was just way too windy to try to actually fish them appropriately and properly. If not, we'd be on them for 2 seconds, we'd be off them, have to drive back, and it would just not be enjoyable. So it was a heavy south wind that was changing. In a lot of lakes, what you'll notice is if it's a north or south wind that's dominant, it'll actually push off both ways on the sides. So the south wind will head straight down the middle of the lake, but each of the sides will get pushed off. So it's not really a southeast or southwest, it's just a dominant south that's pushing current to both sides. So no matter where you are, it's pretty much going to be a heavy wind. This particular situation, like I said, was a warm south wind. And we tried fishing the south shoreline, which was the calmest, but we were only picking up a couple small walleyes here and there. And it wasn't really one of the spots we wanted that we've had good luck on in the past or wanted to focus on. It was close to a spot that we've had good luck on in the past, so we were thinking if we could get to that spot and avoid just a little bit of wind, or just use the manpower, that we had enough people that we could try to stay on the spot, that we knew that we could catch some fish. To try to give you an idea of what I was talking about, I know this is a crappy drawing, but it really will help you guys out and help you understand. This was the south shoreline right here. Like I was saying, the wind was blowing south this way, but the current that was coming off that south wind was blowing into this shoreline. We typically had good luck on this shoreline, and we would start down here. As I talked in my intro video, we want to have our line set before you get to the spot you want to fish. So the second we got to this spot where the winds really started to kick up, it basically went from calm to windy, we were hitting a fish every single time. And the farther and farther we went, and the farther we got into heavier winds, the more aggressive the fish were. Some of the videos I'm going to show you afterwards, I'm sorry if they're a little bit blurry. It's just so hard to get good focus when it's pitch black out. What you won't see is me in any of these videos because I'm the only person that films at night. So I have my father, my fiance, my sister's boyfriend. These tactics are so tried and true, and with us directing them, they're able to still get on fish, and then I'm just able to direct them. Some of the fish you won't see me catching, you'll just hear me either talk about or show you pictures. I'm basically casting off the front of the boat on either deep or the shallow side as they're trolling behind the boat, and obviously if I'm the only one that fishes, you're not going to see any filming of me catching the fish, only pictures, because if I'm the only one that films, they're not going to be there. Key thing, notes that I have for this night, fishing wind is good and usually will be successful if you can fish it safely and if you can fish it with a decent speed. So what I'm trying to talk about is if the wind is so heavy that it's pushing you at like 2-3 miles an hour, odds are you're going to be going over the spots way too fast, or the lures are going to be moving way too fast for the fish to want to bite them. If you're closer to that 2 mile an hour range, you might have luck, but if your boat's getting pushed over 2 miles an hour, it's probably going to have a hard time fishing those spots effectively or fishing them at all. And that's if you can even keep your boat straight and keep the lures running straight. Again, you basically want to fish as slow as you can safely. So as slow as you can fish by keeping the boat straight, that's what you want to do in these situations where the wind's really heavy, and that's what we did. So we were pretty much staying anywhere between 1.3 to 1.7 miles an hour trolling speed. We usually like to stay around 1, but it was impossible to do with how heavy the winds are. We were closer to about 1.5 miles an hour. What we were trolling with was the Smithwick Rattlin Rouge. This is the floating one though, which you really can't find anymore, but that's what we typically like. We were using this exact color, blue back, orange bottom, silver, in the middle. What I do also sometimes is I will take the front hook off of this guy and I will run it just like this with just the 2 back hooks, but I will put larger hooks on them. What typically happens is this front hook will get caught on the front bill. It won't run right. It's more treble hooks to take out of the carpet, more treble hooks to take out of the net, waste time, and you've heard that in my intro video, and I'll probably have to say it again in case people are only watching one of the series of 5 videos. So my father was trolling that. My fiance was trolling the Yo-Zuri 4 3/8 holographic mackerel here with it's a green mackerel actually. It's got the prism holographic back. The green seemed to be working better than the blue, which I know doesn't make a lot of sense because my father was having success with the blue back, but hey, you do what the fish want. I was throwing a 3/8 ounce Nutech jig head with a 3.8 inch swing fat Keitech swim bait. I was using the bluegill flash color. This isn't the exact one I was using, but this is a replica of what I was using. And what I also had was this Bass Pro Shops rattle on the back. So basically you just hook this right on to the top of the jig before you put the plastic on, and that gives you a nice little rattle to add to your presentation, especially when it's windy. They're looking for anything that's flashy or noisy. Trolling tip, do not fight the wind. Basically what we did is we went with the wind, staying as slow as we could, keeping our boat straight. Don't try to turn around and fight that wind. It's going to be impossible. You get a fish on and you're going to be in the shore in no time. You're going to be way off the spot. We troll that spot down, we loop around, we start all over again, and we just keep doing that. Key trolling tip, do not fight the wind. Boat control is key. Like I said, you're only fishing spots that you feel like you can fish effectively at a decent trolling speed. If it's not safe, don't fish there. If you can't fish slow enough, don't fish there. The reason windy shorelines are good if you can fish them, which I said in my intro video, either the big fish get pushed up there and they get disoriented and the wallies are picking off the stray bait fish, or the plankton and any food that the minnows would eat gets stirred up because of the wind. The minnows then move in there to eat that, and then the wallies are following behind the minnows. And yes, I do stick to minnow style baits this time of year, especially at night. You can cover a ton of ground and it's easy to switch up colors. You just take a clip and hook up a different color, different style bait, and go from there. Anything else that I want to say? The water temperature was 70 to 72 degrees, which is a little bit warm for this time of year. I already said again it was a warm wind, probably about 15 miles an hour on the average. And we fished from, I would say, we started fishing at 7:30. We didn't get on a spot that we could actually fish until about 8:30. We fished that until dark. We fished then from dark until about approximately 1 a.m. Trolling only. We picked up a ton of fish. The fish were just, the second we hit that windy spot, like I said before, we were just hammering fish. I'm going to show you a bunch of videos. Some of the videos you won't see are me catching fish on the Nutech head with the swim bait trailer. If you guys have any questions, let me know. And like I said, there's going to be 4 more videos after this. Make sure you watch those, and make sure you watch the intro video. Thanks for watching. Leave comments below. Thanks. Bye.
Am I doing it correctly?
Yeah, just do it nice and slow like you're doing. We're going to be in the shore if you don't drive the boat, Dad. Just keep doing what you're doing. It's a walleye. Oh, you got him on the side, that's why. No, he's got him right in the mouth. Here, you got him good. On the Yo-Zuri too. It's a big one. Jeez. Nice walleye on the The big Yo-Zuri crystal minnow.
Oh, it's a little baby one.
I don't know if that's going to be able to happen, but I did hear you, I'm trying. Save your lure in there.
Okay.
And flip this fish out. Where are you? No, just, no, he's good. Ended up in this person's yard. Doubled up right now. We just got one walleye. We got another one on the way. He's decent size. Doubled up. That's what you do when you double up. You just take the hook off the clasp.
No, you're fine.
One on the Yo-Zuri. One on the Smithwick. This has got a fish on her foot, and we got a fishing one. I don't see any eyes.
I can just feel the way he's down. You're blinding me.
That's okay, he's way over near Liz. Oh, that's a walleye, I see. Yeah, he's nice. Nothing crazy big, but he's definitely nice. Yeah, I know. Another one.
Should I go over to that side? Or?
No, it's alright. Oh, he's a decent one.
Sorry.
Just drag him over, don't worry about it.
Nice. And the